you atheist motherfucker.
Yo, brother.
Do you remember me?
Not exactly. Maybe it will come back. No.
No? I still have a video of you, like 3 hours long, of us tiring each other out about what's the values of the Muslim world and the values of the so want to be Americans, the Netherlands people.
The secular people, the modern people.
No, the failed people. It's a failed state of affairs. I mean, anybody could lobby at your parliament to get his way if he's got money. So it's a failed state. It's a failed state of affairs. You probably think that you have freedoms, but the only sole lasting freedom in the Western world is the ability of consumerism and spending money. That's the only freedom that you guys still have. Everything else is screwed up.
I agree. There's no freedom, I agree, but there's no free will permanently. Like,
yeah. So the only lasting freedom is spending money, you know. And if you're as rich as Jeffrey Epstein, you could do whatever you want. You can get Bill Clinton, you can get Trump inside a place, and you can film them in compromising positions, and then you can threaten them, right?
Sure.
See, we're better. We're more moral. I'm glad you admitted
still
it.
Living in the Muslim people still live in the Middle Ages. We had an enlightenment, in 17th century. You guys are still before the enlightenment, like savages, basically. You're still savage. Your brain is still acting like a savage.
Have you ever visited a Muslim country? Why are you making that assessment?
Yeah. I've been to Dubai, Turkey, Morocco.
Dubai is the most developed country in the world, man. What are you talking about?
I know.
Maybe Morocco is not, but like...
it's just oil money. All they have is oil money made by Americans, sent by American democracy. That's why they have so much money. If they didn't have oil, they would be shit like Afghanistan right now. Dubai, Saudi Arabia. They would all look like Afghanistan without the oil.
So God is just. God gave them oil. He's just, right? God gave you technology and science and gave them oil. See, God is equating between you two in some way.
The only reason Islam is making a comeback a little bit now is because of the oil money. As soon as people move to electric cars, electricity, solar power, whatever, bye-bye Middle East.
I'm sure they're going to be able to survive. They're not going to perish. They're going to be able to survive. And also, if you're talking about renewable energy, I mean, Dubai is a desert. They're going to be able to generate tons of renewable energy, like in terms of, the solar panels and stuff. I mean, even what I come from in Algeria, it's huge. I mean, we have about 3 million kilometers square, and 70% of my country is a desert. I mean, we're going to do very fine, even in renewables, right?
The Islamic golden age came and went, and it will never come back. Even Muslims acknowledge this. I talked to many Muslims in Morocco. They all say, yeah, we want Islamic golden age. It was so nice time. We are failed now, we Muslims. And
no, you're very wrong about that. Actually, Muslims believe in a prophecy that after the second coming of Jesus, they are the ones who is going to be victorious, and they will inherit the earth. So you're very mistaken about that. They still hope to the golden age to come back. You don't know. You just don't know. You're just making these assumptions because you have an uneducated opinion.
Yeah, keep hoping, bro.
No, you keep hoping, he says. Well, of course I'm going to keep hoping. It's how we roll. We create hope, because life is full of misery. You have to create hope. There is no other way. If you don't create hope, you're going to perish. Well, false hope is the hope that helps an athlete who jumps the 3-way jump to actually jump 18 meters instead of jumping just 5. Because he believes he can do it.
Good practice makes him jump that far. Like years of practice, like Ronaldo. Ask Ronaldo why he's such a good soccer player, because he's always training so hard.
Absolutely. Practice is, tried and true. Trying and failing is part of it. But sometimes you need faith. You need to believe in yourself. You need something higher than the physical to actually attain something.
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself. That's what you need. Absolutely. Believing in a higher power is not harmful as you think.
I believe I would be God. I am God. If I had
the problem is you're not. The Western world is not producing a great model too. You guys have failed at every metric, and you continue to fail in real time. Like, okay, you'd say, oh, the Muslim world is backward and all that shit. No problem. I believe you, but you're not providing a better alternative. You guys are more screwed up.
So why is the immigrants all coming from Algeria to here and not from here to there?
You're very mistaken. Algeria does not even allow immigrants to go in. So there is no immigration to Algeria. If you decide to come to Algeria, you would need a visa. And it's one of the hardest visas in the world. So yeah, some people do leave because since they're 5 years old, they're looking at a TV and they believe it's heaven. Of course they're going to come to see heaven with blonde women. Blonde, voluptuous, Swedish women, back rubbing in the saunas. Of course they believe that shit. And they think it's heaven, and when they get there, they found it like a freezing hell, and then they realize, oh, duh. And then they realize something else. The socialist, services, they take their kids, they screw them up, they teach them drugs, they fuck them up, they bring them up to be gay. So it's an experience. They have to try to find out if it's true or not, They have to
I totally agree that the West is far from perfect. The West is far from perfect, but it is better than, let's say, Algeria or the Eastern world, China or India or whatever the fuck, or even Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but the West invaded Iraq based on a complete lie.
They what?
The West invaded Iraq based on a complete lie.
Yeah. They need a military economy to keep producing weapons and shit.
Yeah, but you guys are not better. It's a lie. It was a lie. You killed millions of people based on a lie.
We're not better. We're stronger. If that's better, we're stronger.
Oh, you said better. You didn't say stronger. And you can't be strong for long, huh? Because it's a cycle. Human history and human evolution is a cycle, if you believe that shit. It's a cycle. And Russia now and China is going to be the biggest economy. No one believed that China in the 80s could become the best economy in the world. China is making it, man.
But the Islamic world was the strongest also at some point. During the Golden Age, they were the strongest and they lost it and it will never come back. They're just delusional thinking this.
Well, you're talking just about 100 years ago. The Islamic world lost the dominance just 100 years ago. It's not a long time. Religions,
they last for thousands of years, but they also come and go. Like, where's the Greeks now? Where's the Romans now? Islam has already gone that path, It will go just like the Greek and the Italian.
The Greek was not a religion, so it's different. The religion, the Greek was a civilization.
They had their gods and stuff, just like Islam had its gods and its civilization. It's already going out of this world.
Yeah, but it was not an organized religion. It was a complete chaos. It was not an organized religion. It's not the same.
In 200 years, everybody, I think Islam, secularization is much more rising than Islam. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Secularization is actually rising. Religiousness is going down. But the thing is, seculars tend to go too far. Liberals, especially, they tend to go too far with their policies, especially with the gay people now. And people are going to just get fed up with that. They're not going to like it. People will remove secularism at some point. Secularism is just going down now. Have you seen the liberals in the United States? I mean, it's the bastion, it's the heaven for the liberals, the United States. And they lost. They lost to a racist conservative who grabs women for a living. That's insane. If you lose against a hunk like that, a stupid man like that, that means you're going down, man. That's what it means, right?
But I'm not a liberal. Even the conservatives in the West are seculars. They're not real Christians or whatever. They're secular based.
Yeah, but what's his name? Kamala Harris is not. I mean, the Democratic Party is not. So no. It's the same thing as you. They're super liberals. They're super libertarians. That's what they are, no?
Even the Western conservatives, they are more liberal than any Islam. Yeah,
that is true. That is true. But the problem is they lost to a stupid man. You're very much, how do you say, like beloved liberals. They lost to a very stupid man who knows nothing except to have sex with women and go to bed. How do you he has a lot of money. Trump has a lot of money. Trump does not have a lot of money. Trump bankrupted everything he ever invested in. What are you talking about?
He has a few billion, I guess.
How does a stupid man get to play the Democrats and the United States deep state around his finger? Like a woman when she puts a man around her finger like a ring. It's insane, man. That man is a genius. I gotta meet that guy. That guy is a genius. Seriously. Like we
Maybe
just, yeah. What?
maybe even Allah prevented him from dying when he got a bullet shot right here.
I
And he
believe
just turned
that.
around.
I believe that God prevented him from dying. Absolutely, and He's gonna end the war in Ukraine. I hope so. He's gonna end the war, and He's gonna end the war also in the Palestinian place. And everything's gonna be fine. And you fuckers who wants to destroy humanity, eat your hot dogs.
Also, woke is dying because of Trump. Now the big companies like Facebook, Amazon, they're not doing diversity bullshit anymore. They said.
Diversity bullshit, he says. Well, it's an absolute bullshit. Of course it is. Are you a midget? I see like you got a hump in your back, no?
No. It's just my thing.
Ah, it's the show. Is it
Yeah.
freezing in there?
Yeah.
So you get the gas from Algeria, but you're complaining?
No, I just use electricity.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're anti-gas?
Yeah. It's
All
expensive
right.
as fuck.
Yeah, but electricity is expensive as well.
No, not compared to
Do
gas.
you know that we sell the gas to French Total for a really good price, but they give it to you for a very high price. Why is that?
I don't know. We had gas ourselves. We have gas too.
Yeah, you have gas in the frost fangs. Nobody wants that gas. It costs a lot to be extracted. So, and you have also in the sea, and that also costs a lot. So, the cost of production is fucking insane. But the French, everybody hates the French, man. It's insane. It's fucking insane. The French
You're
are
well
really not
informed.
nice people.
They colonized you, right?
They did, but even the Europeans, especially you, the Dutch, see with the eyes of the French when you look at the African world. Huh? When you look at the African or the Arab world, you see with the eyes of the French. But they're fucking you. They're telling you lies,
They are the heart of secularization with the French Revolution. They are the bleeding heart of secularization.
No, you actually gave the perfect example. Actually, the French civilization is actually in decadence. That's what it is. It's been in decadence for a long time. They lost all their influence over all Africa. Now they've been kicked out of Niger and Mali for the last time. The Americans has been kicked out of Niger too. So that means decadence.
I spoke to many Algerians here, and they say that France still have a lot of power, like through.
No, that's how they feel. France does not have a lot of power. Did you see what happened yesterday? They deported this Algerian TikToker from France, and they brought him by plane to Algeria, and Algeria refused to take him because they have turmoil with the French. And then the French police had to take him back to France. That was funny. That was fucking funny. Seriously, and we arrested one of the Zionist secular people. He's a writer. His name is Boulan Sansal. He's a French citizen. We arrested him. He's in jail now because he said half of Algeria is actually Moroccan territory. So he was tried for treason. He's going to be tried for treason, yeah. And he's a dear friend of the president of France, Macron. So no, France does not have a lot of influence over Algeria, as you can see.
Just remember what happened to Libya. If Algeria gets too much ego, like Libya, like Gaddafi, bye-bye, Algeria.
Yeah, but Algeria actually has an army. It's not like Libya, right? Algeria's army is ranked 18 in the world, man. So we have the S-20, we have the S-400, we have the Iskander missiles, we have an arsenal of weapons. We even have a navy. We have submarines and stuff. So Algeria is not going to be very easy. And remember also, Syria, you guys could not make Bashar al-Assad fall. I mean, he lasted 14 years. Yeah, he fell at last, but it wasn't you. It was the rebels. It was Turkey. So remember that. And Bashar al-Assad did not even have like a quarter of the force that Algeria has, and the manpower. You have to remember, Syria is not as populated as Algeria. Is not as big. So yeah, and it's not as resourceful too. We are a lot more resourceful. So there you go. There is a problem there. And remember that Israel also could not beat Hezbollah. They suffered a lot because of Hezbollah. So, we have a fair fight. We could have a fair fight. Don't worry about it. We're not cowards. We're waiting for you. We're waiting French 2.0 to kick you back into the sea, all of you fuckers.
If you had to choose between a group like Muslim Brotherhood or whatever you have now in Algeria, who would you prefer? I feel
No. We don't like Muslim Brotherhood here, no.
Right.
We do not.
You actually are kind of secular, right? As a country?
In the laws, yeah. In the laws, kind of secular, but it's not totally secular. How do you say, like, it's the other way around. So the mosques and the religion does not have any effect on the state. But the state does have effect. It controls the mosque. Once the mosque is built, they control who work in it. They pay them also. They pay the people who work in it so they could control them. So it works the other way around. It's the state actually being unsecular, right? That's insane, man. That's insane. Well, I'm looking forward to see you in a battle. We're going to have an idiot off, battle of minds.
Sure, we're having it right now.
Yeah, you're gonna be surrounded by your tanks and your bulletproof stuff. You're not gonna come out as a man. You love life too much. That's why. I don't
love what much.
You love life too much. You love living too much.
Right.
Yeah.
You love death too much. Yeah.
No, I don't love death. I love living too much too. But I'm willing to die in order for my sons and kids and everybody to have a good life.
The biggest left-wing party in my country, they called Islam Party of Death. Yeah, something like that.
How come Muslims are the party of death and the United States has been killing people in Korea and in Vietnam, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, everywhere, like in what's the neighboring country to Vietnam? I can't remember the name. Like they killed billions of people, man, millions of people, sorry. They kill Syrians, they kill Libyans, and we are the ones who are a death cult? That's kind of fucked up, man, for you to put that proposition forward. Like, that's insane. And Mao Zedong killed 30 million people, his own people. And we are the death cult? You don't look at the Chinese the same, do you?
Muhammad always talk about, how people attacked him. Is that why he came all the way to Algeria to take your country? Because he was being attacked?
Well, you don't know the history. You don't know the history of it, so let me enlighten you. So when the Arabs came here with an army, as you're talking, there was a state already here. There was a queen. Her name was Dahiyya, and there was her military lord. His name was Axel, or as you say, the Arabs would call him Husayla. So they thought the Arabs are strong enough. They can't do the battle. So they had an agreement with them. It was a peace treaty. And it said you can go inside the country, spread the religion, but once that is over, you leave. And that's exactly what happened. So there was no war in Algeria when Muhammad followers came, 400 years later, probably, or 300 years later. But yeah, there was no war. No, 100 years later, I think. So there was no war. You're just making stuff up. There was no actual war, and that's it. Most people here in Algeria, they adopted the Muslim religion, and it's been working out ever since. We were the best. We had the best navy during Ottoman times, and we fucked the Dutch so many times. We had so many battles with the Dutch, and you guys were like, you cannot fight alone. You had to bring in Russia and Italy and the United States and France. Yeah, you did. We had a really good battle in 1827 against 5 countries. Algeria alone with its own, fleet, marine fleet. That's insane. You guys are just cowards, That's what you are. You just gather together and gang up on a dog that is battered, That's it. So, see, and we were the first people who had a battle with the United States. We helped the United States actually build its own navy because we used to hold the ships of the United States for ransom because they didn't pay taxes when they crossed our waters. So I probably don't know that. We helped you a lot. We built your civilization for you, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
This guy, I like you. You're cool. You're chill. Do you really believe this stuff, or are you just being passive?
Yeah. I'm convinced in secularism, for sure.
No,
But I
secularism.
like it too. Yeah.
Secularism works for Europe, man. Secularism. You guys revolted against the religion in the Renaissance time, and that was after the religion killed 6 million people in Germany. So, I mean, hey, say what you want. We do not here. We do not have a hierarchy of a religious order. We don't have an equivalent of the Vatican. We don't. We don't have an equivalent of the Pope. And the Muslim believer actually does not have to go to a priest to know how to practice his stuff. And a Muslim priest, equivalent of a priest, cannot forgive sins. So he holds no power. There is no power over the believer. And in the Muslim world, you can learn about your religion on your own. You don't need other people. So
That's why Northern Europeans, Protestants, who also don't recognize the Pope, have better economies than Southern European countries with the Catholics.
Absolutely. So the Muslim world is not like the Christian world. You guys had like the Pope had the Crusades. The Pope removed kings. The Pope caused a lot of stole land from the poor people, so the cardinals and the bishops would get rich. You guys have a very different history. It's not like ours. Here,
but we have a Protestant history. It's actually much more similar to Islam.
After the Renaissance, you have a Protestant history. Before the Renaissance, you guys were Catholics. So
yes,
yeah. So I know what I'm talking about.
500 years ago. That's a long time.
Yeah, Martin Luther King, right?
Yeah.
All right. Don't get the Islamic people wrong, man. Try to invest good in them, you know. And also, you have to know something else. We are not looking to change your country. I don't want to change your country. I think you being gay and you being you fluffy or whatever is going to help us regain our power again. So more power to you, actually.
Do you know about the tradition in Afghanistan where they fuck little boys? Like
I heard about that a long time ago. Yeah.
How does that make?
So you believe a person who never read a book should be consulted about how to run a religion?
No, guess not.
Okay, so those people never read a book, and if they're fucking little kids, that's insane, man. That's wrong. That's like deeply disturbed, right? We don't do that here. We don't fuck little boys. We love little boys. We grow them up to be warriors. You know, we invest the best in them. You know, so yeah, different cultures, man. It happens. Don't get the Islamic people wrong, man. They're not looking to change your country. They're not looking to take over, right? They just love the money, you know. They love the money. It's an economy move. I mean, I told you since the beginning of this conversation, if you guys didn't have as much lifestyle as you do, you guys would be eating each other like cannibals. And the problem
they
is,
love our money. We love putting our ideology on them. We love to corrupt them with our money, so that they fuck up.
The problem is, where is that money coming from? The problem is, where is that money coming from? It's coming from their countries. You're stealing money from their countries in order to put into your economy. That's the thing.
That's why you put Israel in the middle of the Middle East. We put Israel right there. So the whole Muslim world, 2 billion Muslims, they cannot defeat small country Israel with 80 million people.
No, Israel. I believe you me. Israel is a brilliant idea. You know, if you want to create havoc in the Middle East, you create Israel. There is no other way. Man.
That was the secular plan. That's what the seculars did.
Not exactly the secular plan. Well, not exactly. I don't believe what's his name in 1817 was a secular. I don't believe that. What's his name? The guy who invented Israel, like who had the decree to declare Israel as a state.
British.
The Brit. Yeah, the Brit. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Me neither.
Okay. That guy was not a secular. I don't believe he was a secular. I think he was a super conservative. So it wasn't your idea. And also, what's his name? Not Karl Marx. The Jewish guy who was the first Zionist. Man, I'm having a memory problem. Theodor Herzl was actually a Christian conservative. So he was Jewish originally, then converted to Christianity. I think he was lying. He was not a real Christian. He wanted just to get into politics. He wanted to get into politics. That's why he converted. And he was a super conservative, you know. Even Isaac Ben Gurion, you know, and the first president of Israel was a super conservative terrorist, you know. So Anyway, and even now Netanyahu is a super conservative terrorist as well. So yeah, I don't think man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because my microphone, the charge has lost it. Anyway, it was really fun talking to you, but I'm starving. We should do this again. We're friends on the thing now. So I'll call you back when you're on. I'll talk to you soon,
All
buddy.
right, bro.
You
Take
too,
care.
man. Bye-bye.